So now let me now read the last one, and then we finish with this chapter. So page 509, yeah, 509, the last paragraph there, somewhere in the middle. Europeans have been able to convince us that we are in a race. We enter the race, somehow not realizing that by its very definition, its locus of control, and the nature of its organization, we can never win. So we engage in a race that is already biased from the get-go. We can never win this race. Never. It's not our race. But they convince us that we were in a race. Race to civilization, race to development, race to progress. That they define all the parameters, all the rules, without us knowing anything about it. Okay? So we are losers even before we start, since the rules are defined by those who need our resources in order to win. So how can we win? And then at the bottom now, the bottom there, Black Americans, like African Americans, must be a part of the great technological revolution in order to advance. That is Ronald Reagan, who said that in the Tuskegee Convocation on May 10th, 1987. Reagan said Black Americans, African Americans, must be a part of the great technological revolution in order to advance. But then she asked the question, but our hope, now the last sentence of that page, but our hope lies in those critical young Africans who have the intelligence and creativity to ask the African-centered question, advance towards what? So you get it? Advance towards what? They are telling us we engage in a race, we need to advance. We need to be like the others. We need to be like the others. We need to do like the others. We need to do this. We need to. That is why we need. But if we want to progress, to advance towards what? Like what? What it is that we're supposed to? That keeping that fiction, that figment of our imagination, that abstraction out there, and that's why. On one page they tell you the genius of the Anglo-Saxon, the Protestant, was to convince people that they should kind of run towards something without really telling them what that. Yeah, here, page 493. Say Joel Covell says that the practical genius of Protestantism and of the West in general was to discover that the more remote a desired goal, the more passionately a man will seek it. That is what the question is. Once you say advance towards what, you have to go back to page 493 to have that answer. If you go back to page 493, second paragraph there, you have the answer of her question, advance towards what. That is that. Keep that illusion. Again, we talk about illusion of unchanging change, right? An illusion of an unchanging change, and that whole passionate looking, to discover, the desired goal. We must advance toward what? And then they can manipulate us now very easily because they have, dangled some imaginary stuff that is so abstract that we need to move towards, and we don't know what it is. All right,